What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Six Figure Morning Show. We give you the best advice in business and life. How to reinvent yourself. That's what we're going to talk about today. We've covered that a few times on this channel, but it seems to be a topic that people like, people have trouble with, people are confused about. At the end of the day, first off, let me start off by saying it is, what is this, the 16th of January? I don't have a calendar. 16th of January, I think. Guys, still no tobacco, no cigars for me. I hope each and every one of you are doing well. I hope each and every one of you have been able to keep up with your New Year's resolutions, if you set any, to quit the alcohol, get off the sugar, go to the gym, cut out tobacco, whatever it was. I hope you've been able to keep up with it. But I have said before on this channel, if you were not, it is not over. Sit down, regroup, start over again February 1st. Keep trying, keep moving forward. Last time I said this, I saw people say, quit now and start tomorrow. No, it won't work. If you failed at smoking, if you failed at stopping alcohol, quitting drinking, if you failed at those things, it's not going to work to try and go cold turkey right now and start again tomorrow. It's not going to work. You need to set a date, a realistic date. You got about 2 weeks left. February 1st is a realistic date. Smoke your cigarettes. Think about each and every cigarette. I want you to think about the money you spend every day. I really do. I want you to dive in the psychology of this. It's a lot of psychology behind addiction. That's a lot of it. For me, I'm a money man. I want money. I do not want to spend money on tobacco I want more money coming in than I have going out. So if you're anything like me, which you probably are, most people are about money, whether they say they're not or whatever, most people are about money. So if you're anything like me, then you want some money too. I want you to sit down and I want you to focus on how much it is costing you to smoke. How much is it costing you to drink? Do the numbers. Focus on the health, focus on your breathing. If you're a smoker, focus on your breathing. Sit back, focus on the breathing, and you'll sit there and start to realize, like, man, this is pretty bad for me. I can't get up a flight of stairs. Think of COPD. Look at old people. Look at people on oxygen. Go watch a couple videos, things of that nature. I want you to do that every day, 10 times a day if you have to. I want you to think about every cigarette. I want you to think about every beer, every shot. I want you to think about it. I want you to think about your family, about your kids. I want you to dive deep into why you need to let it go. Continue on with the addiction for the next few days, for the next almost couple of weeks. February 1st, drop it. Go get the patches. If you're strung out on alcohol, hard liquor, your body is missing the sugar. To the man that came in the comments and was like, dude, you are right. Thank you. Frosted Flakes. There was a period of my life to where I always wanted to drink. I would come home and I would pour a glass, whatever it be. I would want to come home and pour a glass of Woodford or something like that. And I got in such that routine to come home and have a glass of something, and I couldn't seem to break it. And then it became 2 glasses or 3 glasses and it just kept going. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, I'm able to finish the whole bottle. And, it almost makes me sick to think about it today, but I couldn't, it was just a routine. Frosted Flakes. Instead of me going home and drinking, I would go home and I would eat like 2 bowls, full fat bowls of Frosted Flakes. And that would take over the want for the sugar. That would take over the want for the alcohol. My stomach would be full. I would not want to drink. It would take over that. It helped. It did. It really helped me. And I know it'll help other people. There's a man that, I'm sorry, I don't remember who said it, but there was a man in the comments that said, thanks, man, that Frosted Flakes, basically that shit works. And it does. I can't tell you about candy bars and things. I don't know. I didn't try that. Like I've told you guys before on this channel, I will never tell you to do nothing that I didn't do. I would say that if a candy bar or something's your thing, maybe for me, I needed something to eat. I needed something filling because obviously I'm getting home from work. I need to eat some kind of dinner or something. So instead of me pouring a drink and making, some baked chicken or whatever it was me eating Frosted Flakes. That served as my meal, not a healthy one. I get it, but that served as my meal. And that took over it sufficed to wanting to freaking drink alcohol when I got home. Frosted Flakes is what helped me. So yeah, if something else, maybe you go home and knock out a couple donuts. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll help you. Something like that. I could see where that could help, so, but I didn't do that. Frosted Flakes. On this channel, I tell you guys to do things, whether it be with your finances, with your credit, whatever that I have done. I get a lot of backlash about it, but you know what? You guys know my motto. I get a lot of backlash about it. Guys, I got good credit. I'm debt free, cash heavy. The fuck, you know what I'm saying? All within 5 years. All within 5 years of my life. Actually, 4. All within actually 3 and some change, really, but we'll just say 4, whatever, man. I mean, if you guys, I'd have to actually put pen to paper and figure out the exact date, because I executed. I didn't care about friends, family. I didn't hold on to the things that a lot of you are holding on to, which goes into the topic of reinventing yourself. But I didn't hold on to a lot of the things you guys were holding on to. Told you guys, I definitely, and you should too, figure out which way you're going and go. It is up to them to keep up. So many people are trying to grab onto me right now, and I appreciate it. I love you to death, but it is up for you to keep up. I'm going. And that is what your guys' motto needs to be. You want to work with me? Keep up. You want to help me? You want to work with me? You want to stand beside me? Keep up, because I'm moving. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. That's another reason why I'm single. I'm not getting ready to give up my dreams for you. It's not getting ready to happen. That's another reason why I'm alone. I'm not going to give up my dreams for you. I'm going to keep going. I have to do this. I will never be left homeless again. I will never live in poverty again. It's not going to happen. Not in my lifetime. I'm sorry. Nothing matters to me anymore. I have to do what I have to do to secure the future and safety, well-being, generational wealth, whatever for my sons. I have to do that. If you come into my life, that's my mindset, and you better be moving with me. If you're not moving with me, then fuck it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's no hard feelings, but this is getting done with or without you. Each and every one of you should have that mindset. Don't just take me saying I, figure out how to implement that into your own life. Whatever your hopes, goals, and dreams are, what they need to be, and you need to implement that into your own life. You want to be a lawyer in the next few years? You want to be a doctor? Whatever you want to be. You want to be a psychologist? You want to be a nurse? You want to be a teacher? You want to be a singer, a songwriter, an actor? Whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, you need to buckle down, get serious, and say, I am going this way. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to die on this road. And go for it, guys. Go for it. There's no reason not to. What else are you going to do? What else are you going to do? But then there has to be that period of sacrifice. Why do you think so many actors and musicians have such a hell of a motivational story? Why do you think that? Because they took a major period of sacrifice. Look at Steve Harvey. Great story. Homeless. Lived in his car. Motivational, right? No. I mean, yes, it is, technically, but realistically, he went into no man's land. He had a vision. He created a plan, and he executed. And within that plan of his vision, paying high-ass rent in LA or New York did not fit in. So what did he do? He sacrificed a home and stayed in a car to keep moving with his plan. You understand? Sacrifice. A lot of people, though, want to make it without losing anything. They don't want to give up something. You're going to have to give up something. You're going to have to lose something to get to the next level. The next level is always free. I tell you guys this all the time. The next level is always free. It looks like self-education. It looks like personal development. It looks like physical fitness. That is the next level, wherever you are at. If you are in great shape, then you're probably lacking in some form of education. You don't got to go back to college. Pick up books and read. If you're highly educated and in great shape, then you might be an asshole or a bitch. Personal development, emotional intelligence. The next level is always free. Always. All it requires is sacrifice and time. That's all it requires. Discipline. but it's always free. Always free. Everybody thinks you got to buy the next level. You don't. If you are paying for it, you're paying for it with time, with blood, sweat, and tears. You're paying for it like that. It is not monetary. The next level is never monetary, ever. Money will come. Money will come from every next level that you achieve. Money will come. It will come. But you do not have to you do not have to pay cash or currency for the next level. So that's my take on that, ladies and gentlemen. That's my take on that. So when it comes down to reinventing yourself, you just have to really have a direction of where you're going, and you're going to need to be fully aware that you're walking into no man's land. Nobody's coming with you. You just need to have a real direction, a real clear vision where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do. Nobody's coming with you. I can't be any more clear than that. I've covered no man's land a lot. I know you guys like that on this channel. I do. And it's because a lot of you are there, or a lot of you are about to enter. And I know somebody's going to ask me, what is no man's land, if I don't cover it? So let's cover it. I'll cover it quickly. But no man's land is that period. It is that period of the man or woman you used to be versus the man or woman you're trying to become. And it is everything in between. Nobody's going to come with you. No man's land is cold, wet, dark. It's lonely. It's hell. It's hurtful. It's painful. That's where you lose all your friends. That's where you lose all your family. They're not going to walk this path with you. They're not going to climb this mountain, whatever no man's land looks like for you. They're not going to climb it. If you need a visualization of no man's land and where that came from, no man's land came from World War I. That's where I know of it to be. No man's land came from World War I, and I'm sure it probably came from generations or centuries before that. But no man's land is the ground in between two conflicting armies. It is the battleground. And World War I is where you hear about it the most, but I would imagine no man's land is a very, very cold, wet, dark, desolate, horrible place. So whatever type of mindset you have, that is no man's land. If you feel that you have this Slavic Viking type of mindset, then think about that. The heads of your enemies rolling around. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is no man's land. It is the period between battles, between two different forces, between two different armies. It is the battleground. They call that no man's land because when the fighting is done, for one, no man's standing in there, nobody's walking. They call that no man's land because nobody goes through there. It is quiet, cold, wet, dark, lonely, full of fog, no man's land. Plenty of examples of no man's land have been in movies. No man's land would have looked like the beginning battle scene of Gladiator when they're looking over, when Maximus and Marcus Aurelius are looking over the battleground. I forgot what battle that was, but they're looking over the battleground before the next army comes out of the trees. No man's land would have been looking like similar to Brad Pitt when he jumped off the tank in Fury. It would have been somewhere in there. There are plenty. Leave it in the comments below if I'm missing one. There are plenty of examples of no man's land in Hollywood. What was that? All Quiet on the Western Front. I think that was a great movie. All Quiet. I believe that's the title. That was a long title. All Quiet on the Western Front. Big example of no man's land. Big example of that. Thomas Shelby lived in no man's land. Big example of that. I know a lot of you guys love the Thomas Shelby picture. I love the Thomas Shelby picture. I love the Thomas Shelby himself. You know, I know that he is a fictional character based loosely off of a real life person, but at the end of the day, it was a great show, great mindset. And a lot of people have that mindset. They have that mindset that they have no limitations, that there is nothing that can stop them. And you need to adopt that mindset as well. But if you're always going to wallow in guilt, why do I got to go to work? Why do I got to do this? Why do I got to do that? With no final destination, with no end in sight, you're not going to make it. That is why I talk about cash heavy. It gives you a goal. It gives you a destination. It drags your ass across the finish line. Cash heavy is not for you to just stack cash and put under your mattress. Cash heavy is for you to have a period of your life to where you sacrifice. It is the sacrificial period of wealth. Cash heavy is the beginning. It is the beginning of your wealth creation. You work your ass off 3 to 5 years and you live on nothing and you save everything you possibly can. $25, $55, $75, $105,000. You really get up there. You save as much as you can. Sell your car, ride a bicycle, live a very minimalistic lifestyle, dump the house, sleep in the van. Live a very, very minimalistic, frugal lifestyle. Live on nothing. Go into no man's land. The cash heavy period is a period of reinvention. It is a period of creating a new life for yourself. Cash heavy is just not about stacking cash and putting it under your freaking mattress. Cash heavy is about getting you and your family to the next level. It is about that foundational sacrificial period to create generational wealth. That's what cash heavy is. Some people build their businesses off of debt. That would be a sacrificial period, but those people understood leveraging debt and making debt into more money. I don't teach that because a lot of people aren't good with that. A lot of people do not have the discipline to take debt and turn it into more money, but they will take debt and stay in debt. That's not good. I don't teach people to do that. I teach people to get cash heavy, to take a period, 2, 3, 5 years, whatever your income is. You know, if you need me to tailor this to you one-on-one, that's what the coaching is for. But you take a period of your life and you live off of nothing and you sacrifice everything. You don't go out. You don't go to the clubs. You don't go to the bars. You get sober. You go monk mode. You walk into no man's land and you put your head down and you go to work for the next roughly 5 years of your life. That's why I tell people, young men, especially if you don't have a work history or maybe you got a felony or something like that, you could still change your life. It just takes time. You can have anything you want within 5 years. Get cash heavy. Go to McDonald's during the day and Burger King at night. Do that if you have to. 2 full-time jobs, 16, 18-hour days. Go home to do nothing but sleep and hygiene. Eat some food and go again. McDonald's during the day and Burger King at night. That is roughly $50,000 a year after taxes for both of them. Work both those jobs. Live on McDonald's. Save Burger King. Some of you right now listening to this are already full-time at McDonald's, at Walmart, at a gas station, making freaking $13, $16 an hour. Do it again. Quit hanging out with your bullshit friends. Quit hanging out with the freaking loser families, drinking beer in the garage all day. Cut the bullshit. Realize that, hey man, I'm not where I want to be in life. I'm 25 and I don't have anything. I'm 30 and I don't have anything. Cut the bullshit. Cut it and start knocking out 80-hour weeks. That's what it takes. This 3-hour, 4-hour work week bullshit is a lie. It's a lie. That is some crap that somebody made up to sell you. Remember I told you guys, a lot of you are consumers. When you sit down and you buy into the 3 and 4-hour work week, somebody made that shit up for them to get rich. You understand? I don't know a damn soul that works 3 to 4 hours and has money. I don't. I just don't, man. I know a bunch of people that thought they could. I really do. I know people that got up $250,000, $500,000 and thought they could take it easy and let off the gas. And you know what? They went back to work. They're broke. I remember I worked at the post office with a guy, man, that hit the lottery. He hit the lottery for like $300,000. Quit the post office job. And that sumbitch was back less than a year. True story. He was back in less than a year. You cannot let your foot off the gas for the rest of your life. If you want to, look at Donald Trump. Got more money than anybody watching this damn video. Look at Elon Musk. Look at Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is kind of a bad example, but he still is who he is. He likes to vacation a lot, but you know, he is who he is. He's got his shit on automatic pilot. Look at 50 Cent. Look at 50 Cent. Look at the wealth. He's a billionaire. He just doesn't talk about it. 50 Cent's 100% billionaire. Look at Tyler Perry. You cannot let your foot off the gas. You go down this road, you're going to do it alone. You're going to be cold, wet, and hungry walking through no man's land. You cannot let your foot off the gas. Your friends and family are not coming with you, and that's why reinventing yourself should be easy. The reason it is hard, because you are bullshitting. You do not have a clear plan. You do not see a clear vision, and you ain't executing on a damn thing. That is the reason it is hard. That is the reason it is hard for you to let people go, because you don't have a real vision. You don't have a real plan, and there's absolutely no execution. See a vision, create a plan, execute. See a vision of yourself with six-pack abs and be serious about it. See a vision of yourself in the next 5 years, a great man or a great woman in great physical condition, high level of education, pulling in over 6 figures, and go become that person. Go become that man or woman. It's that fucking easy. It really is. And there's going to be some dipshit that hops in the comment section saying you can't do it, this and that. He can't do it or she can't do it. They're losers. They're mouth breathers. They're NPCs. They're non-playable characters. They're going to go nowhere in life. You can do it. I've done it. You can do it. It's that easy. But you cannot expect your fat friend sitting next to you to see the vision when he doesn't care. You cannot expect little crackhead Tony to see the vision when all he wants to do is get high. You cannot expect old drunk Dave to come with you. It's too hard. You can't expect your mom or dad to push you along when all they know is that you should sit around eating boogers and picking your toenails. You can't expect that. It's just not going to happen. You're going to have to go alone. Nobody's going to support you on this journey. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to support you. People only clap for those that have made it. When you're going to need somebody to support you, when you're going to need people to clap for you, they will not. That's where, how bad do you want it? That's when you're tested by the universe. How fucking bad do you really want it? How bad do you want a better life? I don't care how old you are. If you're 50 years old, you are going to wake up and be 70. If you're 25, you're going to wake up and be 40. What does 40-year-old you look like? If you're 40, you're going to wake up and be 65. What does 65-year-old you look like? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it short and sweet. If you're 25, you're going to wake up and be 28. What does 28-year-old you look like? What does 30-year-old you look like? If you're 40, you're going to wake up and be 45. You're going to wake up and be 50. 47 is right around the corner. What does it look like? You're 60 right now. Damn good chance you're going to wake up and be 85. If not, if for some reason you're getting too old and you feel like you're in poor health and you're not going to be here the next 20 years, then man, start building, start creating, and die on the fucking road. Die on the fucking road. You want to be a 60-year-old actor? Fuck what everybody thinks. Die on the fucking road. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Stop chasing money. Stop chasing cash. Chase success. Chase fucking success. And maybe if you don't make it, you just showed your grandchildren or your children, you just led by example to them and you showed them the way of what they need to do. Never give up. Never stop fucking fighting. Never stop moving fucking forward. It's that simple. The problem is you sit back, you get stagnant, you get stale, you stop executing, you've given up on your dreams, you stop moving fucking forward. There is nothing wrong with waking up and becoming a 60-year-old lawyer. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with waking up and say, you know what, I know I'm 50, but I want to be a weightlifter. I want to be a bodybuilder. Nothing wrong with that. Man or woman, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being a 60-year-old woman saying you want to open up a hair salon. You want to get into doing hair and nails, things of that nature. Nothing wrong with that. People around you aren't going to believe in you. Fuck them. Fuck them. They don't believe in themselves. They're probably not doing a damn thing positive or productive in their own life, and you're worried about what they think of you. You're worried about what they think of you. Fuck them. And I mean that. I mean that wholeheartedly. It's not their life. If you ended up hitting the lottery for $1 million right now, you'd have to pack up and leave your neighborhood any damn way. You'd never want to talk to those fucking people again anyway. You'd have to pack up and leave, because if you don't, they're going to come over there begging, bumming, and won't leave you alone. That's who they are. NPCs. My channel, we get away from the meat of this channel sometimes. And, I can definitely get away from it. I get it. This channel is for the high performer. It is for the person that wants to succeed, wants to create wealth, wants to get to the next level. It's not for the loser that wants to push a wheelbarrow for the rest of his fucking life. It's not for that guy. It's not. It's not for, I see what people are about. It is not for that guy that wants to be a slug the rest of his life, that wants to be a cog in the wheel, that wants to constantly have to listen to somebody. This channel is for serious business owners that are trying to get to the next level. It's for serious people with serious talent that can't figure out why nobody's got their back, because it's not their talent. They don't have it. They don't believe in it, but you can damn sure rest your soul, hang your hat, that if you make it, when you make it, they're going to want you to buy and pay for everything. Go listen to the interviews of 50 Cent talking about not going home. Go listen to Rick Ross, 50 Cent. Go listen to Fat Joe. Go listen to any of those people. I think Oprah even did one about why she didn't, she did one. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was on that level of why she doesn't go back home, how she had to just move forward from people. Tyler Perry talks about it. All these people talk about it. You can't. I know you're going to want to. The guilt. I've heard Dave Chappelle talk about it. I've heard Tyler Perry talk about it. I heard Oprah talk about it. I heard Tyler Perry and Oprah talk about it. Tyler Perry talked about going broke multiple times because he was giving everything away to his community. So when he started making money, he felt guilty. Mike Epps talks about it. They started making money. They felt guilty. They started giving it away to their community. I did the exact same thing. And that's that's a big portion of what made me lose my money the first time, was I was helping people that I had no business helping, that never replenished the pot. They never came back. They never said, hey, Robert, here's that money you loan me. Hey, Robert, here's this, here's that. Let me help you. Let me fix this. Fuck no. Fuck no. As soon as I started to lose everything, those people were gone. When I ended up riding a bicycle to Texas Roadhouse to start rebuilding everything, those people pointed their finger and laughed. Here's the deal, though. I could lose everything right now and get it right back even faster than what I did then, because I know what I'm doing. I could lose everything right now and I could get it back even faster. It took me less than 5 years to get it back. Less than 4 years. I keep saying 5 because of 2025. I'm still here and I'm still grinding. But it took me less than 4 years to get it back then. I could probably do it in 18 months, 2. I could probably do it in 2 because I know what I'm doing now. And then if I do it in 2, after that and it happened again, I could probably do it in 6 months or a year just to get to a 6-figure level, because I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. So it wouldn't take me anything. But, all those people talk about that. They talk about having to leave everybody behind, that how they were going broke because those people were coming, constantly taking, and they were constantly giving because they felt bad because they had created so much for themselves. You got to move away. You got to say goodbye. That's why reinventing yourself isn't hard for me. So when people ask me that question, I was asked that a while back on the live stream. It is not hard for me because I was placed in a position to where, fuck them. That was the position I was placed in. They laughed. They watched me drown. They watched me go through that. And everybody I helped did not come to help me. Fuck them. And that's exactly what's going to happen in your life. And that's exactly the mindset that you're going to have. Fuck them. See a vision, create a plan, execute. You can have anything you want by 2030. Anything. But them motherfuckers ain't coming with you. Anything.